Hello viewers, reporting for newszimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. Discussions between government and junior doctors to end a 2-week-long industrial action ended in a stalemate this Thursday. Speaking after a closed-door meeting called by Health Minister Obadiah Moyo, Zimbabwe Hospital Doctors Association ZHDA Mtabisi Bebe said doctors will only go to work if they are assured with evidence on the ground grievances are addressed. Bebe demanded evidence of government assurances and payments if they are to go back to work.
What is of particular importance is that after these discussions, they should be followed by evidence on the ground, and evidence on the ground is the availability of medicines and medications, of course, and medical and surgical sundries. So these are things that should be followed with evidence, and the need, of course, for documentations of such deliberations. And the issue of doctors' welfare is still pertinent, and so these are other issues that we're still discussing, and of particular importance as far as the ongoing industrial action is concerned. We know that initially it involves junior doctors, and senior doctors have already highlighted their intent to join the industrial action. Then that's why we're saying it's very important now to go and consult our constituencies, especially regarding the outcomes of today's negotiation panel.
Members of the Apex Council and the Zimbabwe Medical Association tried to convince ZHDA representatives to call off their industrial action.
The initial demands by the junior doctor that they wanted their salaries pegged in the US dollar, whole of it. And obviously through the negotiations and discussion and insights which we have made and discussion with the parent ministry, it was very clear that given the situation, the economic situation in the country, that is not practical. So what we then did in our discussion and negotiations was to focus on practical solutions that are available right now, instead of having solutions which are not practical given the situation that the country is in. And that's why the minister was then continued to talk about the low-hanging fruits. These are things that are practical, clear movements in the positive direction as we address, and some of the things will be addressed in due course. Like I said, that there were quite a number of myriad issues that needed solutions, but we said, look, we cannot solve all the issues at one go. Just like you cannot solve or cook sadza in 1 minute, you have to give it due process. So what we are saying is that there are things that can be solved now, and that's what we have solved. The fuel issue we have solved. The drug supply issue is being solved and has been solved. The car loan issue is being solved and has been solved. The payment of the retentions allowance from the donors has been solved. So these are practical things that have been made. And what we are saying is that because of those good inputs and intentions from the minister, and we believe that they are solid enough for us to move forward. The minister, obviously, these things are being publicized, and yes, a document will be given to the junior doctors so that we've got evidence, so that in the future, if things are not moving, we've got a recourse and say, look, this is what we agreed on such a day. So yes, we have moved. Obviously, in any negotiation, you start with a very tough stance, and then you negotiate. That's why it's called a negotiation.
Minister Moyo said the government will try to engage with the Ministry of Energy to reserve adequate fuel for their transportation, and efforts to acquire medicines were done, and NatFarm has been instructed to distribute medicine to all institutions in need. ZHDA is still to communicate with other provinces on the matter, and the strike has not been called off. Reporting for newszimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For these and more stories, do visit our website www.newszimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel, NewsMTV.